periscope on us, Davis.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right?
Here's Memphis to once again go on offense.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give them a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dreadnoughts have got it on cruise control. So his big first half continues, his 3rd touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And the route is on here in this first half. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive.
And it ends with a Saquon Barkley touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands. And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable second down.
Stiff-armed him. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 7 yards there and a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
From just shy of midfield.
Stroud, a quick throw there is incomplete.
So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. And bulldozing his way through. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The man in motion left here, Johnson. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down, because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here we go.
From the 25 on second down.
Stroud over the middle, brought in by Dotson.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
This is caught. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 2nd and goal, here's an option play left. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets.
C.J. Stroud scoring on the 2-yard keeper. And the Jets are able to claw one back.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Dreadnoughts offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
2nd and 10.
Let's go.
A handoff to Barkley.
And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates. Ready.
They're going to try and throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Now Saquon Barkley, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
He's had a very nice day throwing the football, and I think on this play, he's just trying to buy some time so he can make another big throw downfield. Unfortunately, couldn't connect on that one.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Off the RPO, he completes it. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it.
Here we go, set. Viking 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bob.
Looking to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on fourth. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 5.
They'll go to Barkley again. Down he goes at the 20. Pick up a 4.
2 yards still to go. Third down now.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official.
Down carry for Barkley. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
70 Timberwolf. Ready.
On the run, it's Barkley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal.
Let's go. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 Lion. Ready.
Back to throw here. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Go! Panther 60, Panther 60. Buffalo 18.
Here's second and 8. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. On his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns.
And the Dreadnoughts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Brandon, remind me again, this is a rookie quarterback we're seeing?
A rookie indeed.
I mean, because my eyes are telling me something I'm having trouble believing. 5 touchdown passes. He's thrown 5 in this game. Are you kidding me?
Sly on for the extra point.
And the route is on here in this first half. And what a drive that was. 16 plays all told.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here comes the offense again, and let's focus on Josh Jacobs for a moment. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, You would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen and put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well.
Only able to gain a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
Final play of the half, Stroud.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati, where you see the final score there. Christian McCaffrey, a touchdown run in the victory. From there, we're off to check out another game. And they were losers in that one to the visiting LA Chargers. Derrick Henry, well over 100 yards on the ground with 3 touchdown runs. Lastly, let's check on one final game for you. And you can see they are scoreless as they play the second quarter. Here, it was the always dangerous Saquon Barkley with the impressive first half. He's accounted for 4 touchdowns already, 3 on the ground and another one through the air for good measure. He was able to run wild in those first 2 quarters. The highlights from the first half, all one-sided. This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag, if it's not already. These 2 coaching staffs likely going through their final adjustments for the second half. One of these teams is going to emerge 2-0, but who will it be? To find out, let's go back. To Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The question to be asked, where does this game go from here as we are back at it now on EA Sports?
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Dreadnoughts offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they've pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
19, Charger, 19, go!
Throw left side, taken in by Hill. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
Ready!
Straight ahead, Steele. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. On third down, it's Steele. A nice little juke. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Let's go now. Check go.
They'll go again with Steele. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Set up. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Hawk 70.
So it looks like somebody may have forgotten the snap count, and a 5-yard penalty ensues.
Ball start. Offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Set. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 19 tight, 19 tight. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Steele. Just a gain of a couple there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack.
Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders.
So they bring out their punter. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The Jets offense and C.J. Stroud getting ready for this next drive. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense is having a hard time overcoming his struggles to this point.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
All right.
Dotson in motion right. They'll fake the jet sweep there. Instead, hand to Jacobs up the middle.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory.
Hey, south.
Stroud to throw it.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
All ready.
Jacobs is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line.
He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static.
And this time he is in. Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Seibert up and good. So they do get 1 score back, but still a long way to go here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Here's Memphis to once again go on offense. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on 1st down. Now following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
He sets to fire deep. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for the touchdown. A great play there. 61 yards.
And the Dreadnoughts are pouring it on.
He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Slide for the PAT.
And the lead grows even larger here. Quarter. So that drive, 4 plays.
Joey slide out, a kickoff after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here.
A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st.
Here we go.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Work to do here to avoid falling to 1-1, but this is 1st and 10 right now. Stroud looking to throw.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Oh, ready.
Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they've put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs, pushing his way through.
74 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Now whistles come in before the snap. Looked like one of the Jets may have moved.
Ball start, offense.
And that's on the guard, Wyatt Teller.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Once again, it's Jacobs. Pushes past him. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Seibert able to knock this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
The visitors' offense and running back Saquon Barkley ready to get going again. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll start out on the ground with Saquon Barkley. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
They'll look to throw here. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20. And he will take it in for the touchdown. A big play there. 68 yards.
And the Dreadnoughts have now opened up a 7-touchdown lead. Unbelievable.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go. Uh-oh, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. George Pickens back out now with the rest of the offense.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Play action. Here's Stroud.
He finds his man Johnson. And he'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and a first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
C.J. Stroud.
His second touchdown of the night.
And the Jets are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit.
One of the beauties of calling an RPO is it's similar to play action. Your job is to freeze linebackers, freeze linemen. And in this case, I feel like it to the spot while he was still on the go, and it turned into an impressive gain.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still well in control of this ball game despite giving up that touchdown a moment ago.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
It's Hill, complete. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair.
They'll hand it to Steele.
And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Let's go now.
On first down, here's Steele.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Steele once more.
Oh, he pulls over him.
And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On the give, it's Steele.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
On the ground is Steele.
Oh, he's got a little daylight.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
11 yards there, 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
Throw left side complete. That's Hill. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Let's go.
Here comes Steele.
2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st.
Go. 70 Lions. Smash, smash.
They'll run. Steele. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. Steele. They'll manage to break a tackle and get this forward for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 1st touchdown of the new season.
And the Dreadnoughts are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26.
New York set to take the field.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Hey!
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Seven yards on the return after a punt of 39.
The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great play there. 56 yards.
And the Dreadnoughts continue to run up the score. They lead it big here in the 4th. Sly on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out, because now it's not a total loss, because as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnelled. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Stroud.
He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. Breaks through the contact. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They'll get 34 yards there.
Well, this game has certainly had no shortage of offense. Both teams have been revved up from the start. And here's yet another big play. Boy, both defenses have just got to be dragging out there, because they've been run ragged throughout.
That one complete out to Dotson.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Here we go. Today.
Here's a fake on a jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Have to give credit for a nice play there, but also have to look at it as a blown assignment. He became a free runner that turned into a free hitter.
Stroud out of the gun here.
He finds his target. It's Schultz. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's 3rd and 4 now.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point of attack.
Touchdown, Jets! Dalton Schultz, a 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Here we go, Shaq.
Well, CD, you and I do a lot of games together, but it is pretty rare that we do a game of this margin. I mean, this has just been total domination from start until now, and I don't think they're going to take their foot off the gas at this point.
Do you think that on the sideline, some jokester said to one of his teammates, maybe a few of them, hey, we're up 50. Why not go for 100? You think maybe that line was uttered on the sideline? I can't believe what we're seeing here. An NFL game this lopsided.
Evades the tackler, and now some space. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
79 Broncos.
Delay of game, offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Set. Cougar 19. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Get up.
He'll drop to throw. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They'll look to throw now on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go, here we go. Check go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to let it go again. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. And on now is the punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And now the punt team couldn't get ready in time, and this is going to be a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at the 18. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field.
Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
All right.
Throwing now is Stroud. He finds his man complete. That's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 3rd and 2. And Stroud now to throw. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. He had to absorb another little bump there from the defense, another incomplete pass. We've seen a lot of that tonight.
They've come after him all night long. Nothing but pressure in his face. He's trying to stand up there and make throws. It's hard enough to do when the pocket is clear. When you got all those people in front of you, almost impossible to have a good completion percentage.
This offense making its way back out, led by their running back. And it's hard to believe you could run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, it's all been on display throughout.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
CD, I mean, they have just been scoring at will. It's been score after score after score, and a lot of times we use the term blowout for a lopsided ball game. And this has kind of gone past that. I think we're in historic territory right now.
You nailed it. Historic territory. Perfect phrase for what we are watching. If this were a movie, what kind of rating would we put on it? Who would you allow to watch what we're watching right now? Let's hope this one gets over fast, because this game, well decided a long time ago.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Dancing to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down. They'll look to throw. He'll take his shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
Well, I think it's pretty evident that any blowout isn't going to be big enough for them. They're already up 7 full touchdowns, and it's still not stopping them from throwing it deep downfield, taking their shots, trying to add more points.
Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Ready?
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
Buried for the sack by big Jalen Carter.
This offense already 4 for 4 on 4th down conversions. They're going to try it again here on this 4th down. He'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
Here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because
they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and it was a game where they were off and running in the first quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone early, right? They started fast. So I asked a few of my horse racing friends, do you have a term for me that we can use to cover that? And they said, yeah.
When a horse breaks out like that, you say he caught a flyer out of the gate. And that's exactly what this team did today. I mean, they jumped out there, jumped on them, and were never headed.
So for Memphis, it was a great all-around performance as they come out of this one with the victory. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try to turn things around next week as they have a matchup in New Orleans against the Saints.